Hello everyone. So what are the four other categories of twin flames? So I have kept talking about the karmic detourer and the silent initiate. Karmic detours, divine feminine being the veil burner, uh and for the still flame, the silent initiate is the counterpart. But of course, there are other categories to which I did mention vaguely in my other videos. But I really wanted to delve into that because, it's just fun to go into the different categories, right? So, the thing about the other categories are that they are as beautiful as they are. So, I'm just going to name them. Again, these are named according to my channeling, my perception. So, if these words don't resonate with you, then match them with your own. So, category 3 would be the cosmic runner and the quantum weaver. And category 4 would be the mirror breaker and the truth channel. And category 5 would be the mission holder and the grid weaver. And category 6, finally, I know you guys are going to laugh at this one, it's the sleeping king and the flame of remembrance. So these four categories, are quite rare. But one thing about these four categories is they are quite, how do I put it? They are quite intense on their own. And I'm going to do like more analysis on each category. So I'm just going to give it a pretty much a quick summary of what they are. So the cosmic runner, of course, you're probably laughing at it, like, why am I coming up with these names and naming it? So the cosmic runner is someone who runs away, not because he doesn't care, but because his inner structure, basically internally, is not able to hold the frequency of remembrance. And if you are the divine counterpart to such a divine masculine, you are basically the third eye of the union. So you kind of see all the timelines emerge before you, and he just can't hold the frequency. So you can understand the dynamic, right? A little bit. And then you've got the mirror breaker and the truth channel. So the mirror breaker is basically the kind of guy whose sole contract, whose whole plan is to rupture illusions, not only his divine feminine but also his own. So that's why he tends to act as a catalyst, and he doesn't operate gently. So he will provoke a lot. And just imagine, being harsh and being provoking. And the divine feminine counterpart is the truth channel. So she kind of, writes about it, speaks about it, tries to. So this is the category of divine feminine that you will find on debates, basically. All right. So I'm on the midst of uploading another video, so I was just checking if that was uploaded. Yes. So category 5, the mission holder and the grid weaver. So the mission holder is a divine masculine who basically has got this task of being activated for world service before union can occur. So he can be those, your tech bros, your people in like high leadership, and then he meets his sacred feminine and runs, obviously, because they all run, right? And then his divine feminine is the grid weaver. And the reason why I call her the grid weaver is because the grid weaver totally feels the timeline before it manifests. So in a way, she is quite similar to category 3, but yet different. So the quantum weaver and the grid weaver are completely different. You may feel like it's the same, but again, it's different in so many ways. Because the quantum weaver is totally weaving you home across dimensions. So there is no one particular timeline. She's aware of all dimensions. Whereas the grid weaver is about Earth. She creates energetic infrastructure, and she kind of like holds this placeholder for unions to occur. So that's what category 5 is about. And then, again, guys, don't laugh. The final category is the sleeping king and the flame of remembrance. So the sleeping king totally came into Earth with amnesia. He doesn't remember at all. He totally doesn't get it. So when he meets his divine feminine, he totally denies her. And the counterpart, the divine feminine, her purpose is to only awaken him to remember. So that is the dynamic. So again, all sets of twin flames are very precious, very beautiful. Just because category 1 is not better than category 6, or category 6 is not better than category 3. We are all in the same boat, going through similar. But remember, this is the path we chose to kind of remember and activate our journey. So be your divine masculine, the monk, and you, the still flame, at least in my situation. Or may your divine masculine be the karmic detourer who constantly, just can't hold himself to be with you, because he is breaking his illusion through those karmic teachers. Or the guy who is asleep, totally asleep, and cannot see who his divine feminine is. I mean, the sleeping king. Or the ones who are tech-centered, or the ones who are waiting for sacred blueprints to be born. Remember, whichever category you are on, you are beautiful. And I'm going to do, like the other ones, I'm going to do an in-depth one for every category. So I kind of gave you guys an overview. So do check that out. So see you all again. Bye-bye. Love you all.